Mmm. 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 On my lips like I used to. Ooh. What the? What's up, horror fam? Steven aka Bojangles here, and come closer, my friends. I have something scary to show you. Okay, so after receiving an unsolicited package at my door, I've been inspired to go over 10 rules to survive Halloween. I mean, according to horror movies. Is that better? We cool now? Dang, these spirits are touchy around Halloween. Alright, let's check out our first rule. Number 1, leave the pumpkin lit until midnight. Trick or Treat taught us if you want to survive Halloween night, you better leave the pumpkin lit at least until midnight.
You're supposed to keep it lit.
Why?
Ancient tradition?
Henry, it's Halloween, not Hanukkah. Baby, I'm lit, and you're lit.
Honey,
Your little friend here, this night's over.
Yep, you hear that little gasp? Sam is pissed, and we know what happens to this chick. As a matter of fact... Oh shit, be right back. I hope electric pumpkins count. Number 2, don't dress as an active serial killer. Poor Laurie Strode never got to know the love that Ben Tramer could have offered her, because on Halloween night, good old Benny decided to walk the streets dressed up in the same costume as Michael Myers. Now granted, Dr. Loomis jumped the gun, so to speak, but that isn't helping Ben out any, now is it? As a matter of fact, he and Myers even suffered the same fate. Well, one is like well done, and one is probably more like medium well, but you get the gist of it. So, take it from Halloween 2 and don't dress as an active serial killer. I think I'm pretty good on that one. Number 3, always check your candy. We've been hearing it for years, my friends, but you always have to check your candy. Remember the kid in Halloween 2 who bit into the razor blade that was inside of an apple because of assholes like this guy?
Damn rotten kids. They'll get what they deserve. Yes. They'll get what they deserve. Tonight.
So, take advice from movies like Halloween 2, Night of the Demons, and Trick or Treat. After all, you don't want to end up like that bad Santa kid who ended up puking his guts out in Trick or Treat, do you? Always check your candy. Well, hey, I checked this. Number 4, don't go to any parties. A lot of people use Halloween as an excuse to get wasted. Hey, whatever floats your boat. But you'd do best to stay at home and keep that booty off the dance floor. Parties are like a breeding ground for horror movie sins, with things like sex, drugs, and alcohol.
All right, dudes and dudesses, let's party!
Plus, the temptation is just way too high for people to pull pranks on each other, hold a seance, drink Four Loko, etc. The risk is just way too high. Hey, what? I'm at home. Number 5, never tell any local legends. It's Halloween, and well, I'll just let him say it.
I guess everyone's entitled to one good scare, huh?
Still, you may want to hold off on telling any local legends to your friends. Every time this happens in a horror movie, shit goes down. Plus, just speaking someone's name aloud could be enough to warrant a return from the dead. Don't do it.
Oh, Richie, now you've done it.
Number 6, Don't be an asshole. This one should just be general life advice, but you especially don't want to be an asshole on Halloween night. Remember the kid in Trick or Treat who went up and down the street smashing pumpkins? Dead. Remember the old man in Night of the Demons who wanted to put razor blades in apples? Dead. Remember Clyde's mean ass in Pet Sematary 2? Dead. Plus, you may upset the wrong person and they could give you a trick rather than a treat. Which brings me to the next rule. Number 7, don't pull any pranks. I know, the word trick is built right into trick or treat, so you may be tempted to pull a prank or two during the holiday, but you better think twice. What happens every time someone decides to pull a prank on somebody in a horror movie? Dead. This is especially true for those serial pranksters who can't help but pull pranks on everyone all night long. Don't be that guy.
Boo! I wish I had a camera. You look like you dropped the load, Junior.
Or you may just end up being this guy. Wait a minute, didn't I try that earlier? Well, no one was there, so it shouldn't count, right? I mean, no victim, no crime? Or maybe I'm the victim. Oh shit! Number 8, don't go trick-or-treating at abandoned places, especially if the lights are on. Look, I know it's tempting to get loaded up on as much candy as possible while out trick-or-treating, but some places you're just going to want to skip. If the place looks abandoned, skip it. I don't care how many of your friends dare you to go up to it.
Go in!
Follow the advice of Dr. Loomis and...
Hey, Lonnie, get your ass away from there.
Number 9, give out candy. Ignoring trick-or-treaters just isn't going to cut it. If you're not out trick-or-treating yourself, you better make sure you're giving out candy to everyone that comes to your door.
Didn't you get one?
As a matter of fact, hold on a second. Number 10, no sexy costumes. Man, do I really have to do this one? Okay, fine. Alright, ladies, look. It's going to be tempting to bust out those sexy costumes. God, it looks so good. But hey, you have to watch yourselves, because the hot ones always get it in horror films. Damn those jealous undead spirits. And guys, you have to watch yourselves too. I know it's going to be tempting to go after the ones in sexy costumes. So tempting.
But we don't have any dates.
But hey, you have to resist temptation, especially if the chick's out of your league.
This dude is a fat pig.
Maybe I'm in the mood for pork tonight.
You never know when the chick could turn out to be a demon, werewolf, vampire, or any other creature of the night. Alright, that's it. What this time, like... Well, and just like that, baby, Tokara is in the house, and I can see my camera needs a bit of adjusting. It's gotten a little bit seasick. How is that for a howdy do? Huh? What y'all think, man? What's going on, Nate? What is going on, Valves? Oh, man, we got somebody coming in from Twitch. That is something you don't see every day. Let's get this camera to autofocus on my eyes. Come on, camera. What you doing? J-Dubs, Chad Edmonds, Samuel Stokes, Pokemon in here. Thank you. I try to make them funny. Sometimes it's hit or miss. Sometimes, hey, I might get a chuckle out of somebody. What? Pokemon Valley has become a channel member. We have a new member. Oh my goodness. That is 2 members in one day. Oh, look at that. We have balloons and everything going off. How did that happen? Is that a new YouTube feature? Oh my God. That is super wicked. Yes, Jonas bumped the camera from under the table. You know how Jonas is, dude. You can't trust him no farther than you can throw him. That is 2 members today. So we got old Pokemon Valley and we have J-Dubs coming in with the memberships. Now, I think if we get 1 or 2 more channel members, 1 or 2 more, we unlock new smileys that I can add to the stream. So those kick-ass custom emojis that you channel members get to use in the chat, we get 2 more of those I can add. Who knows? Who knows who I'll add? We have to get there first. Let me throw up our donation goals for the night. And yes, you sure did, Pokemon. You sure did. You were preaching it. Look now. Oh, my God. And there she is using up all the smileys already. We love you, unsung hero. Thank you for being in here with me tonight, Brother Jack, dude. We are going to get some good talkings in here. And I think I'm picking up what Chad is laying down, because I used to run around saying this from time to time. It was BB, BB, BB. What do you think of that, Chad, huh? So, tonight, we are going to be doing an Ask Me Anything. I think all of y'all know how this is, but I mainly wanted to just hang out with everybody and just chat. Why not, huh? We're getting closer to Halloween. We're only 6 days away now? 6 more days. And the greatest holiday of all time is upon us. Not much longer, and I'm already starting to hit up Halloween funds for the season. Last night I went to Magic of the Jack-o'-lanterns in Los Angeles. Tomorrow, and this is why there will not be a stream tomorrow. So for those of you who weren't here for the special stream I did on, I believe it was Sunday night, when I played the Nightmare on Elm Street game, I made an announcement that I won't be able to stream this Thursday. I'll have to do it on Wednesday instead, because tomorrow I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights. How badass is that, my friends? And you're not going to believe this, my friends, but this machine, this monster that we have built known as Talk Horror, that brings all the horror fans in the world together, baby, is what got me to the dance. That Universal was like, hey, man, Talk Horror is badass. Will you come out and cover Halloween Horror Nights on the channel? And I was like, bet your ass I will. You don't have to tell me twice, baby. I'll be there. So that's one of the events I'm getting into. So any donation goals or any support or anything like that tonight, you better bet your bottom dollar it will all be going to Halloween Horror Nights tomorrow. I'm going to have a freaking blast. There's certain things they have that I'm just going to simply have to try. I'm going to have to figure out which ones, but they have stuff like Child's Play themed food that's going to be wicked. They have Stranger Things like Demogorgon pizza, Chucky funnel cake that has red gooey strawberry syrup on it so it looks like blood. Oh my God, it's going to be so awesome. And I will cover all of that on the channel. As a matter of fact, all of the food and stuff like that I try, or any of the specialty drinks, I will make shorts out of those and upload them as their own standalone video as well. So that's going to be super cool. And keep an eye on the community tab, because I will be posting pictures while I'm there, just like I did last night. So we have some new people coming in here. Well, there's my JK, brother man, throwing the old thumbs up rooskies at me. Love me some JK. Let's see. We have Patty Heckman in here sporting the channel membership. We have John Heckman sporting the channel membership. Look at all these channel members we have in here. Like I said, 1 or 2 more, and we unlock some new special features for you channel members. So I'm going to be trying to promote that a little bit on tonight's stream. See if we can't bring some more people in. It'd be super fun. Let's see here. And if anybody has any questions or anything, I will get to those, because tonight isn't Ask Me Anything. Throw whatever you got at me. Chad is saying, Steven, you know I got love for you, so here it goes for you, buddy. Chad, could bring them hugs over here, brother. I need that love. Oh, man, Chad, I wish you were out here, dude. We would run rampant, bro. By the way, I got to tell you a little bit of a story later that you might find cool, because I know you're into cars. J-Dubs is saying, Pearl was so good, and this was inspired by a comment JK left. Wondering if I've gotten around to watch Pearl yet. I have not gotten around to that yet. It is on the 31 Days of Halloween list. Last night we watched, I can't remember what we watched. Damn, look at Chad coming in with the $123.34 donation. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. 100% of the goal, baby. Putting us at $500. Chad, oh my God. Such a freaking stud of a man, just comes in, lays it on the line like that. You know what? This isn't the last stream I'm going to do before Halloween. It's not. Surprise, okay? You guys are going to get an extra streamerooski before Halloween comes. And for that stream, I'm going to do something special for you, Chad, so you'll just have to keep your eyes out, brother. You will have to keep your eyes out, brother. Yes! 6 more days till Halloween. Halloween. Silver Shamrock. What's up, Trav? Glad to see you in here, man. Chad is absolutely a madman. Let's get some devil horns up in the chat for Chad. Let's do it, baby. Yes, Nate throwing the trophy down. I want some love for Chad. He throws love at us every time he's in here. He has helped this channel so much. Let's throw Chad some love, baby. And for you members out there, throw down some special emojis for Chaddarooski. I want to see him. Look, oh, there we go. John Heckman throwing them up. Dragon Blues throwing them up, baby. Goodness gracious. Pokemon throwing up old Jason Voorhees for Chad. Check that out. JK throwing the hearts. Yes, Chad is awesome. Just like that, baby. Oh, my God. Now I can get me a Halloween Horror Nights hoodie. Hell yeah, I won't freeze to death now. Dude, it's going to be so wicked. I'll tell you what, Chad. Check out Halloween Horror Nights, and if there's anything you want to see me toss in the video, brother, or anything you want to see me cover, send your request my way, and I'll make sure to hit it up. DOD is in the house. What is going on, DOD? Right now, we're flooding the chat on behalf of Mr. Chad Edmonds. Look at this. All these custom horror fam emojis getting thrown down just for Chaddarooski, baby. Oh, man. Pokemon, it's been warm here, too, on certain days. But at night, the temperature does drop somewhat significantly. So it's kind of, it's right on the verge of being hoodie weather. Right on the verge of being hoodie weather. Chad is the true Chad. There you go. I have not sent the costume out, Chad. But I do have JK's address. It is on his way. It is on its way. What's going on, Mags? How are you doing? I'm doing great, baby. We're about to have one hell of a stream here. You guys are going to throw me some questions, and I'm going to answer them. Briggs, what's going on? Where have you been, man? You got to get a new computer, Briggsy. I miss when you had your own account so you could come in here and torture me all under your own name. Oh, my goodness. Nate Blanche, I swear, I'm going to bottle my sweat and just send it to you, dude. My back is sweating right now. Do you see this, Nate? This has ice cubes floating in it. I don't know if you can see them. Yes, you can. Look at that. So, Anna is not part of the stream tonight. She has not been feeling well whatsoever. She's had a really rough past couple of weeks, really. And so I had to lay the law down and be like, babe, you cannot be on tonight's stream. Need you to take care of yourself. But she's still going to be in the chat raising hell like she always does. Anna the Annihilator. Can't trust her any farther than you can throw her. You know what I'm saying? JP is saying it's 60 degrees where you are, Steven. I would love for... Okay, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to make this a goal. We're going to have to make this a goal at some point where somebody comes over with a damn heat gun and points it at me or points it at my chair after I stand up for it and you see all the the sweat, the condensation from my ass swamp and just my swamp ass. And just post the picture online or something, dude. I'm sweating right now. Yes, so Chad has unlocked, because of his generous donation, if you see all of the stream goals at the bottom of the stream there, we are going to have a special reading with Anna where she reads a Goosebumps Choose Your Own Scare. We are going to make that happen now. I'm going to wear the Myers mask for 5 minutes at some point during the stream. Hopefully not right now while I'm sweating so much. We'll let some of this hydration drink kick in a little bit. And Chad has unlocked another gift that he gets sent to his house. Anna, if you wouldn't mind bringing that to me, or Chad, if you prefer, I can send you a picture of it later. It is super, super awesome, dude. Super awesome. Chad's new gift.
What is it?
Chad's new gift hanging in the closet.
Oh.
The the jacket. There you go. Yes, Goosebumps DOD. Yes. And it was Chad's idea. He sent in a request. He's like, hey, we should make it a donation goal. And if we hit it, Anna has to do another Goosebumps reading. Anna's Betty Bye Goody Goosebumps Lovely Times. That's what we're going to call it. So, yeah, Chad, Anna says she loves this thing, just so you know. So this is a jacket. And it comes with pants and everything, dude. The full get up. But this is super sweet, man. Super duper sweet. That will be coming to your house soon. Thank you for your support, brother. Samuel Stokes, what's going on? Yes, everybody sending their love to the Anna Ruski, the Anna the Annihilator, baby. Okay, and I reckon I can just disable this, the stream goal, because Chad annihilated all of that. So we'll just go ahead and disable it. Yes, Chad, it is awesome, brother. It is awesome. All right, man, so who's got some questions for me? I said you could ask me anything. Let's hear it, baby. And yes, Nate, you will get your proof. I'm gonna prove it to you somehow, man, that it is hot in here. But no, JP is wondering, is that the skeleton costume, the one with the pump up member? No, it is not. That is the one. Chad's already purchased that and gifted it to JK. So that is where that boy goes. JK gets a Halloweenie for Halloween. Brian Perry wants to know where I was born. I was born in West Virginia, brother. West by God, Virginia. That is home to me. I've lived in a couple other places, but mostly West Virginia. Born and raised, pretty much, dude. Yes, sir. Yeah, Chad, you're gonna be styling and profiling, dude. You're gonna wear that shit to work, and everybody's gonna be so jealous. Like, oh, where'd you get that? Nate wants to know if I will fly across the state just to prove it to him. Nate, do you want me to make that a donation goal? Because I will. I'll come knock on your door. And you never know, dude. But I don't know, man. I kind of don't want to be around you, dude. You have Freddy Fazbear or whatever his name is going to get you, man. I ain't trying to catch that kind of smoke. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. So here is a good one. Chad wants to know, growing up, did your environmental surroundings influence your musical or horror choices? That is a damn good question. So I was raised by my grandparents, and thankfully they were super cool. Super cool. They didn't really have, I wasn't allowed to get in trouble. I had to act right and all that stuff. But as far as media consumption went, they were pretty cool with letting me watch horror films of any kind I wanted, really. I remember being really little and watching stuff like Halloween 4 and 5 and Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, and stuff like that, and Child's Play 2. I remember being very little and being allowed to watch stuff like that. So, yeah, without their coolness, I would have missed out on stuff like that at a young age. I fell in love with stuff like that. I was super into it, and just at a young age, man. And I was super into writing as well. I used to write little stories and stuff like that. I don't know exactly why I was drawn to stuff like that. Musically, yes. So my environmental surroundings did influence me musically, because when you're a kid, you're pretty much forced to listen to whatever your parents or guardians or whatever listen to. So I did, or whoever you hung out with, man. Like if you had cousins who were older or uncles or stuff like that. And when I was real little, I remembered listening to stuff like, country music. That's mostly what like my grandma would listen to, even though she didn't listen to music all that often either. But and as I got just a hair older, I started listening to 80s hair metal and a little bit of metal in general. Guns N' Roses, Van Halen was a huge one. Van Halen was my favorite band when I was little. And they remained my favorite band for a very long time, even into my adulthood. And then, listening to Ozzy Osbourne and stuff like that. And then once I had a computer of my own and stuff, then I kind of found my own style of music and media that I liked. AC/DC, yes, great. There's absolutely Pokemon. So, yeah, once I got a hold of my own computer and was able to get into my own media, that's when I really got into some heavy metal. That's when I got into the death metal, the black metal, metalcore, stuff like that. And that's my genres today. That is pretty much what I listen to. I will get into some other stuff, but that's mostly where I live, dude. Great question, Chad. I like that, man. Let's see. What's up, Vanderhoff? Welcome to the stream, brother man. I'm still loving that icon. Look at Vanderhoff's icon, dude. He's got the Phantasm Sphere pushing it into his skull. Thank God no blood is being pumped out and formaldehyde being pumped in, but that is super cool, brother. Let's see. JP wants to know, am I live streaming at Universal Studios tomorrow? So if I do, and I probably won't, if I do, it would have to be very brief, because Universal, for them to set me up with this deal, they have such Halloween Horror Nights is such a huge event. They have certain criteria for allowing me entry into the park. So there's certain things that I have to do that doesn't necessarily lend to me being able to have the time to live stream. But maybe for a couple minutes I could. If there's enough demand for that, I could possibly do it. If they'll let me. I have to look over the rules and regulations once more to confirm that. J-Dubs wants to know, Stephen, what's your favorite Halloween movie and why? Halloween as in Michael Myers. So I would say my favorite Halloween movie is Halloween 2. And we're talking about the original John Carpenter's Halloween 2. And the why is because it is so suspenseful. Laurie Strode is confined to a hospital. It's Halloween night. There's not a lot going on. It's dark. It's desolate. There's all these corridors. And Michael Myers is walking through that son of a bitch, just pursuing her. And she's injured. She's delirious from the drugs they have her on. And it is just, it's like all the suspense of the original, which the original Halloween is a masterclass in suspense. It's all of that, and it's amped up a little bit more. So I really like that, man. And just, he's loose in this hospital, and he's taking out doctors and nurses, and oh my God, the syringe in the eye. Oof. Halloween 2 all the way for me, brother. And, that's not to take anything away from Halloween 1. I know people are always surprised that the original isn't my favorite, but man, I got to go with Halloween 2 for sure. Chad says, Dream Child, no wonder you're scarred for life. Oh, yeah, brother. Dream Child, that is something to write home about right there, dude. Briggs wants to know, so I'm going to go through actually and star some comments here so I can get to everything. Briggs wants to know your favorite 90s horror movie. Favorite 90s horror movie. That's tough. Oh my God, Briggs, why do you have to do me like that? Give me some options for 90s horror movies. Cause stuff like In the Mouth of Madness, Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, all of that stuff is flooding for right. Man's Best Friend, all of that stuff is flooding to the forefront right now, and none of those scream worthy of my number one spot. Urban Legend. I always want to call, for some reason, I always want to say Pet Sematary is a 90s film, but it was like 89 if I remember correctly. So possibly, Candyman, that's a good one, Samuel Stokes. Child's Play 2, I will say, is up there for me. Bride of Chucky is up there for me, definitely. You're going to have to give me some options, Bree. The 90s just died out for me, brother. The 90s was a rough decade for horror. So I'd have to really think on that. But right now, the best I can think of is like a Child's Play 2 or Bride of Chucky or something like that. What's up, Billy Judd? What's going on, man? Get in here and ask me anything. Jump into the fire, brother. Yes, Bride of Chucky, DOD. I know you love it too, baby. Yes, Lord of Illusions. Yes, Scream did change everything. Totally agreed, JK. Scream came in, and look at how much that movie alone influenced things. I mean, after that, then you got to Know What You Did Last Summer, and then you got Urban Legend, you got Cherry Falls, you have all this stuff that tried to capitalize off of the whodunit craze that Scream brought back into fashion. So let's see here. Unsung Hero wants to know, where did you get that Sam plushie, Steven? Was that at Spirit Halloween? Yes, sir. That was from Spirit Halloween. I saw that guy and knew I had to have him. If I'm not mistaken, actually, Anna's the one who found him. And there was only one left. Like we were separated. She found him. And there was only one left, and she grabbed it and came running up to me and was like, there was only one left. I had to grab it for you. And that's that, man. I had to get that Sam. He is so awesome. You know, they have some really cool busts and some light up stuff and stuff like that, but that plush, man, just knocks it out of the park. But yes, that is a Spirit Halloween special, brother. Chad Edmonds saying, Atreyu, Opeth, Overkill, Venom. I have heard of all of those. Right now, I would say, so let me put it this way. So we're not going to talk about like the 80s / whatever, like heavy metal bands I was into, which would have been like Ozzy and then your hair metal and stuff like that. But in the early 2000s, I got huge into Slipknot there for a while. Like I was a huge Slipknot fan, but today, I'm a huge new metal fan, like Mudvayne, Slipknot, stuff like that. Today, I listen to mostly, it's a mix of stuff, and it's kind of stuff that I find on YouTube. But Motionless in White, I've been listening to. They're kind of falling off a little bit for me. As I Lay Dying, I like a lot. I was listening to them the other day while I lifted weights. Great band to listen to while you lift weights, by the way. Spirit Box is huge for me. I'm getting into Lorna Shore a good bit. So, but I never. Oh, Faculty was 98. That's a good one too. That is a good one too. I really like the Faculty. And look at J-Dubs. He snuck into the movies to see Bride of Chucky when he was like 14. Oh man, that's so wicked. Yeah. Dude, I bet you had a blast. Yeah, there was Wes Craven's New Nightmare in the 90s. Tales from the Hood was good too. I really liked Tales from the Hood. Yes, a fellow maggot. Yes, thank you, Dragon Blues. I was kind of drawing a blank for some reason, but In Flames is one of my favorite bands. I love me some Lacuna Coil, absolutely. And yeah, Chad, you know, I was huge into them. I loved their self-titled album, and I also adore Iowa. Iowa is the absolute height of Slipknot for me. After that, they lost me. The subliminal verses, I'm not a fan of. And then, you know, some of their new stuff, I can get into some of their new stuff, but it doesn't. Their self-title and Iowa were one of those albums where you could put the CD in and listen to the whole thing without skipping a single song. So, Unsung, believe it or not, I've never maxed on bench press. I don't do that anymore because I know, I don't do that, and I don't even have a bench in California, which sucks really bad. But I don't do maxes anymore because so many people that I know who lift and stuff, man, when they would lift, and especially bench heavy, they tore their shoulders up. And one guy even hurt his chest really bad. I know, who used to, you know, and these are people that had like 305 maxes on bench, which is phenomenal. But so I don't even know. I wouldn't even know where to guess. I would say probably at my best when I was when I was at my best. We'll say that I've slacked. COVID, the pandemic killed my gains a bit. I slacked off a lot. I'm sure you guys can tell from the streams and the content, but I would guess I was. Bench once again is a little bit different. I would guess 275. I would guess I would have gotten 275. But I did things differently. I did a lot of boxing workouts, a lot of shoulder work. I was big into overhead press, and doing different types of stuff. I wanted to be strong in a different kind of way, more of a functional strong, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is what I was kind of trying to go for. Okay, let's see here. Yes, DOD is asking about King Diamond. I've listened to a good bit of King Diamond as well. Let's see here. Hallows Eve. Ooh, I hear you, Pokemon. I hear you. Let's see. Carl says, have you seen the new Stream teaser trailer from the Terrifier 2 team? It just dropped. Would love to hear your thoughts. Has a crazy cast. The production team's next film before Terrifier 3 looks cool. Carl, man, that sounds badass. I have not got to check that out yet, dude. Can you give me a little bit of info about it? Because I'm intrigued just by the name, because I discovered Deadstream, and I'm in love with that movie, brother. In love with that movie. Bro, you couldn't, Chad, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could do Planet Fitness because I'm not one of those. It is so important to breathe when you lift weights, and I'm not going to go in there and just hold my breath and spike my blood pressure. That's not going to happen. Okay, let's see. No, I have not seen Hallows Eve, Pokemon. I have not seen that one. Let's see here. John Heckman wants to know, Stephen, are you a fan of old metal rock, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Zeppelin, etc.? Now, believe it or not, I have not listened to much Zeppelin at all. I know I can hear the gasps in the audience right now, but I am a big fan of old metal rock. Black Sabbath, not necessarily. A couple songs of theirs I really like. I think Ozzy really hit his prime when he did his solo stuff, and especially because I'm a huge fan of Zakk Wylde. But yes, Iron Maiden is kick ass. I really like Iron Maiden. They have a lot of horror themed stuff, and their guitarist, our legendary Bruce Dickinson, is a madman on the microphone. Yeah, and like I said, I'm also into hair metal. I'll listen to Warrant or Winger or Cinderella and other stuff like that. I just like that, man. It has a nice kick to it. Extreme. Chad Emmons brings up LimeWire.exe. Holy crap, brother. Yeah. Yes, LimeWire. That, oh man, that was the internet at its peak internetdom. That was when the internet was like the Wild West. I miss it. LimeWire, and it was fun because sometimes, man, especially if you moseyed on over into the video section, dude, if you moseyed on over into the video section, you had no clue what the hell you were going to end up with by the time you got it. None at all. So Vanderhoff wants to know if I like Trick or Treat 1986. Brother, I can't remember that movie all that well. I haven't seen it in probably 15 years. I know that's the one with Ozzy Osbourne in it. But if I remember right, it was cool for what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Oh my God, Nate Blanton wants to know, can we have a stream goal for $50 for Steven to buy an air conditioner to stop being paranoid? Dude, hey, I'm just going to drink my hydration drink, Nate, and let all of your negativity wash away. What do you think of those apples, Nate? Oh, man. So Carl says the movie Stream stars Jeffrey Combs, Danielle Harris, Tony Todd, Dee Wallace. Damn, they got like every horror icon ever rolled up into one freaking movie, brother. Jeffrey Combs from Reanimator fame. I haven't seen him in a little bit. I think the last thing I saw him in was Would You Rather, which is a movie I would suggest. We have Danielle Harris, of course, Scream Queen alert from the Halloween franchise. Tony Todd, who plays Candyman and is also in the Final Destination movies. And of course, Dee Wallace. Dee Wallace is like the 80s Scream Queen. Nobody can ever forget Dee Wallace. But it's on the Fuzz on the Lens channel. You're my favorite channel. It would be cool to hear thoughts. Once you see her, Damien Leone does the effects. Oh my God. Dude, I will totally cover that, brother. Stick around. I'll be checking some stuff out on that, brother, and we'll get some coverage on the channel. Actually, it's weird that you bring this comment up because I'm working on a script for a new video right now, and both Danielle Harris and Tony Todd are featured in my video script. It is another movie that casts a lot of horror icons in it that I'll be talking about, which is really cool. Yes, that is a great cast, Unsung Hero. Absolutely. Damn, Tim Reed and Felissa Rose too. Wow, man. They're going to have, this is going to be like the, what was that movie a while back that was being touted as the Expendables of horror? It was like Death House or something like that. Like, it sounded like this is going to be the real Expendables of horror right here. So let's see here. Let's see. Samuel Stokes wants to know, what are your top 3 horror anthology movies? Let's see. That's a tough one, man. So you're going to have to go. Actually, it's not. Top 3 anthologies, though. Well, shit. Yeah, that is a tough one because you have to really limit your choices, man. Why would you do this to me, Samuel? Okay, off the top of my head, so I don't linger too long because I get so hung up on stuff like this. So off the top of my head, I will say Creepshow 2, and Trick or Treat. And Trick or Treat, man. I'm going to go with that for now, but there's so many others I can sit here and nitpick. Of course, you have Tales from the Crypt, the movie. Oh, Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. Oh, I might replace Trick or Treat with Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. See, I told you I'd linger on this too long, dang it. So there we go. I'll give you a special edition fourth pick there. Tales from the Dark Side, the movie's got to make it. Yes, Danielle Harris lighting it up as a Scream Queen crazy. And Born to Be Rad, man. I am loving that icon right there, dude. That is really cool. That's a really cool profile picture. It gives me some Saved by the Bell vibes, dude. When you wake up in the morning and you wanna gonna make it on time. Here's a good one. Should the Stephen King movies stopped at The Shining? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because I absolutely love Pet Sematary, and you have the It TV series, and you have some other good, Cujo and stuff like that. He has such a huge catalog of good movies. In The Mist, which I like. I know that's an unpopular opinion, it seems, but I think the answer to your question is very simple, Chad. Stephen King needs to start doing cocaine again. Come on, King. We need Pillhead, Cokehead King to come back and write legendary stuff again. That's when King was putting out his best work. Oh, and Silver Bullet. How could you forget that? Let's see here. Oh, my God. I managed to make the theme from Saved by the Bell sound country. Thank you for Dragon Blues. That is the inner redneck in me coming out. Actually, there is no inner redneck. It's just all redneck all the time. Let's see here. One thing I will say, J-Dubs, about Deadstream that I really liked, number one, I'm a tech nerd, so I loved all the technology that they included in that movie, and I just love it was hilarious, but also managed the comedy well enough to where it like didn't jump the shark. It still found a way to be both hilarious and very scary in moments. Like that movie did a great job. And also, I'm a streamer, so it's like I can see myself in those shoes. It's like, oh God. Yeah, total country jam. Damn it. Can't help it. It sound like Billy Ray Cyrus or something. Oh man. All right, I need some more questions. Come on, throw me something good. Let's see. We got that. Chad wants to know, did you give some thought about what we talked about on Facebook about Christine and the unanswered questions for horror movies? Yes. I was thinking about some of the content that Chad really likes. We were just talking about horror movies and stuff like that. And Chad said he really likes stuff that makes you talk about the film after you've seen it. That it like lives rent free in your mind now. Like there's ambiguous endings. Like The Thing is a great example. It's like you wonder what happened after that movie. And the Christine thing. So I asked Chad because he said that he really liked Christine, and I asked him, and I want to know, show of hands, please let me know. Did anybody? This is a tough one. Did anybody feel sympathetic for Arnie at the end of that movie? Because I kind of did. And like, I don't think you're supposed to, but I can't help it. And I can explain that if I have, an opinion that doesn't quite fit, in line with everyone else's. But I kind of felt bad for Arnie at the end of that movie. So, yeah, just wondering about that, man. Oh my God. So Pokemon was like, what do you think about Mountain Dew hot dogs? Blah, blah. That's what I think about Mountain Dew hot dogs. Come on. You can drink Mountain Dew and eat hot dogs, but I certainly wouldn't eat Mountain Dew flavored hot dogs. Come on. That's just gross. That's just gross. Chad says, Steven's new horror script, a redneck moves to California and people die by live stream. And then it turns out in a twist at the end, it's the Californians. It's the Californians. It's not even me, and you would think it's me. Because, of course, they're going to paint me evil for being a redneck. But it's actually the Californians. Let's see here. So to get to the question I asked, so I asked people if they felt bad for Arnie at the end of Christine. And Dragon Blues just says, no. JK says, yeah, I felt bad for Arnie. Samuel says, no. Okay, so look. I do feel, and yeah, see, this is a good point, Billy Judd. He says Arnie got possessed by Christine. I kind of feel bad for Arnie because, like, in the beginning of the movie, Arnie's a nerd. Arnie is a total nerd that gets picked on. And it's relentless. I mean, look at what Buddy Rapperton did to him. And then Arnie gets this car that he sees it sitting, all junked up and everything. He's like, man, I gotta have that car. And he gets it and it turns his life around, and it turns him into someone that it sucks because it turns Arnie from being, a victim into a perpetrator. And even then, he loses his friends and stuff like that. But it's like, man, it's like, you almost get the feeling that like Arnie never stood a chance. I mean, he did have a couple of friends or whatever, but I just felt bad for him. I don't know. I felt bad for him. Come on. Let's see here. So Nate is saying, good news for you, Steven. In about 17 minutes, I got to watch Chucky season 3, episode 4, so you won't see me being negative. Maybe my new dog can watch it with me. How are you digging the new dog, man? Is he annoying you or anything? Or are you all cuddly and best friends? That's awesome, man. And Nate, you know what? I'm just going to lay the law down with like, Nate, dude, you can't go. Can't go, bro. You got to stay here and hang out with me. Nate torturing me is better than no Nate. You know what I'm saying? There you go, Samuel. Arnie and Christine had a toxic relationship. That's true. But hey, Christine, pretty damn snazzy ride. She could repair herself. That's got to come in handy. And she did wonders for his confidence. Arnie, kind of had those mysterious vibes going on after that. We did get a funny chase with Moochie and Christine. That's totally true. JK says Arnie had been beat down his whole life. When things turn around for him, he is ill-equipped to handle it. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like, dude didn't stand a chance. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, Born to Be Rad. Buddy Rapperton was a total dick. He took his lunch and then drove a freaking switchblade through it, man. Spilling like yogurt or whatever that was all over the floor. Crazy. Oh, look at this, everybody. Nate named his puppy Ezekiel. There we go. There we go. Nate, look at this. Chad says if you stay, he'll gift a membership for you. Nate, how could you pass that up, man? How could you pass up something like that? Born to Be Rad says, and they called him Cunningham. Yeah. Who can forget that, man? Buddy Rapperton was a total dick. I swear to God, look at all this, people. I'm just going to have Nate. Nate, we need you just to call in because you took over my AMA. See, this is what Nate does. He mentions a puppy, and literally now everybody is asking Nate questions instead of me. Look at this. Look at this. Nate, you should have done the AMA. This would have been much more popular, dang it. You're still in my thunder, bro. But you see, Nate, now you have to stay. It's just like I said. Now you got to stick around, dude. Yes. Brian wants to know, Steven, do you like zombie movies like Return of the Living Dead? And then Dragon Blues comes in, sliding into home, saying, dude, Brian, we have a Return of the Living Dead poster on the wall of our living room back in West Virginia. Heck yeah. Love Return of the Living Dead, man. Love Return of the Living Dead. It is so fun. So fun. Love Return of the Living Dead, man. I was thinking about it a couple days ago, and I was like, man, I kind of regret that I didn't put it on my 31 Days of Halloween because I love that movie so much, and I've been quoting it. I've been walking around quoting it all month. I have a Return of the Living Dead shirt I've been wearing as my sleepy shirt. And, love it, man. Love it. Such a fun movie. Such a fun movie with a great soundtrack. Oh, and Nate is saying he is leaving in 10 minutes. He is going to pass up on a Talk Horror membership to watch a television. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this, Nate. You're out of control. Yes, DOD, I can feel myself rotting. Oh my goodness, Chad Edmond gifted one Talk Horror membership. Oh my goodness, I wonder who got it. Who got the membership status, man? Let's see if we can't figure it out. Chad, you are a total stud. He gifted it to Nate. Look at that. Look at Nate. Got the little symbol swag going on. Look at that, man. Not only that, he gave him a rising from the grave status. Oh my goodness. So just a question here, Chad. Just a question. When you did that, did it allow you to pick who you gifted the membership to? Because when I tried to do it before, I was unable to do it. DOD, we're going to have to get you as a member too, dude. I think we need one more member. I'm not sure. We may have hit it, but we may need one more member to unlock the ability to add new smileys. Let me check that out. But today we have 3 new members on today. We have Nate Blanche, Pokemon Valley, and J-Dub. Oh my God. Oh my goodness gracious. I see YouTube has not updated in my creator studio, so I'm not able to see if we need any more members. It's either one or none. I can't remember, but I will have to figure that out so we can add some new smileys. Members do rule. Hell yeah. Nate, yeah, you got to try out those new emojis, man. Look at him, dude. Oh my God. And he said he's still leaving in 9 minutes. Can you believe this? Daggone it. All right, now we got to see Trav Zimmerman, man. Why aren't you a member yet, bro? You have been around forever. What's the quote Trav is throwing down for us, though? I got to see this. Yes, not a bad question, Bert. And also, Lee Kell, this was made by the Army Corps of Engineers. That favor you owe me? Watch your ass out there. Yes. Oh, come on, Nate. You can stick around. Come on. You know you love us. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. JK did ask, though, I want to get to this, was Danielle Harris in the first Hatchet? So Danielle was not in the first Hatchet, but she was brought in for the sequels. Adam Green did not want to cast Danielle Harris in the original Hatchet film, even though she auditioned. She did audition for the leading role. He didn't want to cast her because he didn't want to be accused of stunt casting. So, Pokemon says, I bet you missed the mountains and the change of collars out here. I absolutely do. That is one thing. I miss in West Virginia, you can smell fall. You can smell autumn. You can walk out on the porch. It happens every year on a certain day. It's a different day every time. You walk out on the porch and you just feel it and you smell it, and it is fall. And you know it's here, and it is such a magical feeling. And I absolutely do miss the mountains. The mountains are wicked. I miss going into those mountains. I miss walking through them. I miss riding my dirt bike in them. And I also do miss the change of collars. Yeah, West Virginia just looks like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. What did Chad Edmonds has gifted another channel membership? Oh my God, who did? Hans Wilbury has become a channel member. Thank you, Hans. Also, it picked who the membership went to this time. But for Nate, did it allow you to pick Nate, or how did that work? How are you able to secure Nate? Because that's super odd. Yeah, Chucky must be good if Nate's leaving for that, because Nate loves me, man. Come on, Nate. Wow. So today, wow, crazy. Crazy. Chad says, no, it does it automatically. That's crazy, man. But hey, we're going to have to get some more supporters in here, somebody. Y'all's making Chad carry the full load, man. We can't leave him with this big of an ego. Come on, we're approaching the end of the stream, and Chad has been the one laying down all the good. Well, Chad and J-Dub, man, and Pokemon, hey, you guys are incredible, man. Incredible. Look at that. Look at that. Laying it down, man. And Chad got us to our stream goal on the night. Man, yeah. So if there's any more questions, we got to get to them, folks. You guys are hitting it up tonight. You're lighting me up, baby. And I'm just rolling through them. Look at that, man. I'm like Jason. I roll with the punches. Like when Julius tried to bring it to him, man. Billy Judd. Oh my God. He's coming in like an amateur asking me if I remember the Night of the Demons films. Absolutely. Some of my favorite, well, the original is one of my favorite films, man. Absolutely one of my favorite films right there, dude. I just went and met Kevin Tenney and got my steelbook copy of Night of the Demons signed, as well as picking up the Night of the Demons 3 Blu-ray that was released by Scream Factory and having him sign that as well. Chad says, no ego here. I love the channel. I want to see it grow so you can get your play button. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it, man. It helps me immensely. All of your support helps a lot, and it helps me stay on the straight and narrow right to that play button, man. Seriously. Helps a lot, so I really appreciate it. JK is wanting to know, has anyone seen that new Exorcist movie? No, I have not, but I cannot believe that what you told me about Chris McNeil, whom of course is the mother from the original Exorcist, has a line in the new movie where she blames the patriarchy for not being allowed to be a part of the exorcism in the original. I can't believe they would even insult us with some bullshit like that. I can't even believe that, brother. So Nate wants to know what is in the membership. So Nate, if I'm not mistaken, Chad bought you a Rising from the Grave membership. Number one, you get a loyalty badge. The loyalty badge is the little Talk Horror logo you see beside of your name. And as you keep the membership and months progress, you get different loyalty badges that kind of signifies how long you've been a channel member. If you notice, Dragon Blues and Chad Edmonds and JK and stuff like that have different collared ones. Theirs aren't gray anymore. You also get the custom emojis. You get access to exclusive members-only posts, exclusive members-only polls, and you get access to, since Chad brought you that good membership, you also get access to exclusive live streams that are dedicated to members only. So enjoy those perks, my brother, while you got some. While Chad is being a lovely, lovely Chad. Chad says he has seen Exorcist Believer. It is total shit. Worse than Halloween Ends. Oh my God, that's saying something, brother. Oh man. Yeah, I don't. So here's the deal. I am not going to go see The Exorcist Believer in theaters. I simply refuse to give them any of my money for that production whatsoever. I will pirate it when I do watch it, and I am in no hurry to do that. So that's where I'm at with that movie. But you know, yeah, Dragon Blue says, like, blaming a cultural issue for why the surgeon didn't let you help with your daughter's surgery. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Come on. Really? It's like, well, number one, you know, Chris, these two priests came in and saved your daughters, and all you can think about is, oh, boo-hoo, they made me sit on the bench while they, you know, did what they're trained to do, Chris. And not only that, but Sharon pulled her out of the room earlier when the doctors were trying to tend to Reagan. So it's like, don't blame it all on the men either, bitch. What is such a shitty thing to say. I don't want to watch Jason Blum and David Gordon Green bastardize characters that I love. I just don't want to do that. Nate, he says, I got to go watch Chucky. I'll be here next stream. Appreciate the membership, Chad. Come on, Nate. How could you do that, man? J-Dub says, I'm pirating The Exorcist. Thank you, J-Dub. I feel like you're doing a lot for the horror fandom right there, brother. You're putting in God's work, man. I will not give that son of a bitch any money. Yes, Billy Judd, Linnea Quigley is in the original Night of the Demons, and I believe it was Brian Perry who says he likes the second Night of the Demons film. This is, a lot of people don't, well, okay, so Night of the Demons is obscure in and of itself, and then the sequels are even more obscure. So it does have 2 sequels, and the second one isn't the best movie. It's nowhere near the original, but it's not a bad movie. It does have fun moments. And yes, good night, Nate. Have fun with the Chuckster, brother. Let us know what you think, and let us know if it was worth it to leave the horror fan this way, man. Come on, dude. You are like Rose in Titanic, brother. There was more room on that door, Nate. There's more room on that door, and you decided to just brush us off into the icy cold depths of the ocean. Yeah, so I've always wondered, speaking about the second Night of the Demons, I've always wondered if Robert Rodriguez drew inspiration from that film for some of the stuff that went on in From Dusk Till Dawn with the holy water in the squirt guns and all of that stuff. And you had like the nunchuck nun and everything. All right, folks, it's the top of the hour. I'm giving 10 more minutes for some questions to come in, and then I'm going to hop off of here because I have a very, very, very busy agenda, including some stuff a lot of stuff I'm working on for Talk Horror. That's where I'm at right now, baby. And with Halloween rapidly approaching, if you want the 2023 special edition Halloween shirt to rep the big TH, I have linked to that in the description below. Make sure you click on that and pick one up, baby, because the Halloween 2023 season is almost over, and then you're going to be out of style because we're going to have winter merch too. So come on, you don't want to be left behind. Pick up the new classic tee. Oh my God, I do have the mask. Oh my goodness, that is true. So yeah, I'll get to that. I'll give it 5 more minutes, then we'll get to the mask, and I will finish with that. I have it right here beside me. Thank you for bringing that up, Chad. Yeah, here we go. JP saying, I got a tank top with the brand new design on it. It is awesome. Hey, I'm telling you, folks, if you want to get a Talk Horror shirt and you want something that stands out, the limited edition 2023 Halloween shirt is what you want. It is a thing of beauty. I've gotten a lot of people compliment me on this bad boy. A lot. Yes, Pokemon, I am going to check out Hallows Eve. She says it's on YouTube. I will definitely check that out. I got to see Art the Clown in all of his glory. Chad, I don't know. Oh, there it is. There's Chad rocking the 2023 Talk Horror t-shirt. Look at that, man. And he said his attention from the ladies has been off the charts since he got this. That's what he told me personally. He's like, dude, I can't beat him off, bro. And that's what the Talk Horror t-shirt will do for you, man. This shirt, it's like Christine, brother. It is there for you. It'll up that game like none other. Oh, and speaking of which, Billy Judd, here I am, since there's a lot of Night of the Demons talk. This is my copies of Night of the Demons, the Steelbook edition and the brand new Night of the Demons 3 Collector's Edition on Blu-ray. All signed up and all that good stuff. And then here I am with Kevin Tenney. Check it out, man. The director and writer of Night of the Demons. Check that out, Billy Judd, just for you, brother. All right, folks, you better be getting them damn questions in. Come on, man. Y'all ain't asked me nothing good tonight. I thought y'all would get spicy. I thought y'all would give me some good. I thought y'all were going to come at me hard, and all y'all have come at me with is like, do you like chocolate or vanilla? Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah, Chad says, I've gotten so many questions on the shirt. Me too, brother. There you go. Yeah, you got to pimp that TH swag, DOD. Yeah. Okay, come on. I'm about to put this mask on. It's about to kill me, and then there will be no more stream. Y'all know how it goes. Hell yeah, it is, Trav. You need one, man. You need one of those bad boys. Oh my God, Pokemon, why would you do that to me? I knew it was coming, you mean ass. But vanilla. I'll answer that. I like vanilla. Brian, I haven't seen American Werewolf in Paris in a very long time. Like, not since I was a kid. Probably like 10 to 12, somewhere in there. And if I remember right, it is not a good movie. You got to get that shirt, J-Dubs. I'm telling you, dude. It's going to up your Halloween festivities to the next level, man. Okay, so I'm going to stop my camera just for a second, and I am going to throw on the Michael Myers mask. And we'll see what we can get done. We'll see what we can get done. Ugh. Oh my God. I can't believe I gotta wear this on a sweaty head. Chad, how could you do this shit to me, dog? Oh God, this feels so gross. Feels so gross. Okay. Here we go, baby. Look at my glasses fogging up. Oh my God. Okay. Pokemon says, why not chocolate? I don't know. I just like vanilla. I think sprinkles go better on vanilla. I think Oreos go better on the vanilla. It's not as overwhelming. I like me some vanilla. Why are slasher films from the 80s so impossible to remake well? That's a good question, JK. I think we're losing a lot of creativity. I think you got a lot of creativity from some of the older filmmakers, and that has just died out for low effort, high reward, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can slap the name Halloween or The Exorcist on literally anything, and it's going to make money, period. Yeah, we have Dr. Myers. Dr. Myers. Oh, man. Trav says, agree or disagree? Jason Part 4 with Jason Part 3 look in Part 2 would be a perfect... No! No, Trav. Because we need Sackhead, Tater Sack Jason, dude. Tater Sack Jason is where it's at. I can't replace Tater Sack Jason, man. You know how sad Anna would be? Come on, dude. Let's see. Tater Sack Jason. Was Mickey Mouse a cat or a dog? Come on, DOD. You know damn well Mickey Mouse was a gerbil, man. What are you doing? What are you doing, DOD? That's a gerbil if I've ever seen one. Better dwarf movie, Leprechaun or Troll? We're definitely going with Leprechaun, man, because the Lep in the Hood came to do no good. JK wants to know, do you hate California? No, I do not. No way, Brother Jack, dude. You know, it's like I say, man, like there's good and there's bad about, you know, everything. And like, there's bad out here, but there's good out here too, you know. Dang! Dragon Blues is going against the grain, saying Mickey Mouse is definitely a dog. He's sweet, he's loyal, he's totally giving dog energy. That is true, but we all know Mickey Mouse is still a zebra. Come on, people. Do you think horror has run its course? No, I don't. You know, I think there's still look at Meyer, man. This is philosopher Myers now. Look at this. Now I think horror still has a lot of stuff, man. I think there's some creativity out there, and I think it's going to spring back up. And I think we're going to see some cool stuff. It's just that, you know, we're kind of in a rut right now because you have people who are focusing harder on the marketing side of the film and buzzwords and buzz plots and stuff like that, that it's really hindered creativity. And I think that we're going to start moving away from that sooner rather than later now. Thank God. I have no clue what that even is, Pokemon. Yeah, see, Trav, man, you gotta have Tater Sack Jason, bro. What are you doing? Yeah, DB, man, horror still has a lot to give. Billy just, oh my God. Any movies I suggest to stay away from? Anything that Briggs recommends. If Briggs recommends you any movie, just run far, far away. That's all you have to do. I don't care what it is. If it comes out of Briggs's mouth, just absolutely do not watch that movie. That is a safe bet that it's going to be a horrible waste of time, and you're going to be upset after. You're going to be like, how could a friend even do some shit to me like this? Briggs recommending movies is like that asshole who pushes you in when you're standing next to a pool. That's what it's like when you take one of Briggs's recommendations. It's like, bro, that is a party foul. Yeah, we did watch Magic. It's very good. Very good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Anna is too sweet. That's why I don't like chocolate. Brian Perry, yes, in certain parts of California, it gets extremely hot. Extremely hot, man. And there is a lot of asphalt. So you will bake, brother. Chad says, we need more independent horror. These shovelware films are lacking any sort of direction and any sort of feeling. Brother, I was hoping to give you some original horror for this winter. And unfortunately, circumstances, I'm not going to be able to make that short film, but man, hey, you were going to get some independent horror out of me. That's for sure, dude. Look at Myers, man. He's so emo tonight. But at least he's not Winona Myers. He's more like Marv right now from Home Alone after he gets electrocuted. You know? Yeah, Trav, 1 year from today, man, we got Terrifier 3. It's coming out. That's going to be crazy. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, give me just 1 second here, and I'll come back and say my goodbyes. Oh. Oh my God, I've been birthed. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. But at least I can see now. All right, my friends. Woo! That was torture. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Chad. That was torture, man. But All right, man. I gave y'all a little bit of extra time. I said we were going to clean it up 10 minutes after 6. It's actually 6:14 right now. Whew. Y'all took it super easy on me tonight with the questions, so I appreciate that. You could have asked me anything, and you missed your opportunity now, baby. We could have had some serious conversations, and y'all messed up. And thank you. Hell yeah, it wasn't too bad, was it? All right, my friends, we're going to have to go cook up some good. Tomorrow, I'll be hitting up Halloween Horror Nights, so make sure you keep an eye out. Look for shorts and look for reels on my Instagram and stuff like that. And keep an eye out in the community post. I will be posting pictures and all stuff like that. I am going to be covering Halloween Horror Nights, and then there's going to be a long form video coming up shortly after I get back from that. So I would like to thank once again J-Dub, Pokemon, and Chad Edmonds. Oh my God. Thank you all so much for all of your support tonight. Chad, you came through like an absolute boss. We have hit the Happy Halloween goal. Thank you, brother. And I'll tell you what, man, there's going to be another stream before Halloween. Keep your eye out for that. And Chad, we're going to do a little something special for you on that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. Everybody have a good night. Stay safe out there. Don't answer the door for any weirdos, okay? Come on, you got to check your candy. Don't blow out the pumpkin until after midnight. You all know the rules, all right? All right, man. So y'all take care, and until next time, and I want to hear it in the chat. Look horror. Listen horror. Talk horror, my friends. Y'all take care, and I will see you very soon, all right? Good night, everybody. Mwah, mwah, mwah.